What's up, checking in crew? I'm Alexis.
Hey, I'm Liz.
And this is Rain Check Podcast.
Feel free, grab a seat, get comfortable. Let's talk that shit.
Getting it out the mud. Yeah. Out the mud. It takes a lot to get on this couch.
It does.
It takes a lot to get up and know we're doing this.
Baby, because I look bougie on camera, but baby, I am a project baby. We'll never go back, but probably a project baby. Just know that literally if we did it, you can do it.
Okay, ladies, it's been a minute, so check in. I want to hear from y'all.
So, I have been just trying to make my house a home. My green thumb has been itching, so I've got plants everywhere. Actually, today, my grandmother's coming down because she's going to help me figure out how to make this yard look beautiful, honey. She's so excited, and so am I. But, yeah, emotionally, we're doing wonderful. That little dip I had, we've been going up since then. We've been keeping it up. I've been trying to remind myself of just keep going. You got it. Don't, when you get, when you have those feelings or those thoughts or things happen that usually trip you up, I just keep on going, girl. You got it. You know how to handle this. You know you can get through it. So get through it. Other than that, everything is wonderful. Married life is still just bliss, honey. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. I love that.
I see that for you, girl.
I love
when you got married, it was like, yes.
Yes, and I love to hear the whole garden thing because that like builds memories to me. I love stuff like that, like garden with your elder, and that's just fun. That's cute.
Yeah,
that's definitely his home because both of my grandmothers were avid gardeners, honey, my whole entire life. So now that I have my own garden, I can share with them. It's like, I grew up, honey. Now y'all helping me, teaching me.
Yes. That's
life
so
is
cute.
360.
Oh, that's
how it happens.
Yep. Okay, cuz check in.
So as y'all know, I quit my 9 to 5. It has been a power move, y'all. Oh my gosh. Usually, like when I make drastic changes, like you get this little feeling in your gut, but life has just been. I've been able to breathe since. I work when I want to, you know what I mean? I'm able to invest my time into the business. Like, life is coming along. I'm meeting people and working with people, and our company is just growing, and it's like, you were supposed to do this.
Wow, okay.
Look,
I'm happy. Look, I'm going to make a big move to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like, things are happening.
Yes.
Without a 9 to 5.
What?
On that one.
Me. I was just so avid about that for you. I'm like, cousin, it's like, it just changes everything for you. It changed your whole perspective and just confirming that you got it. You got you. Girl, don't nobody have to cut you a check for you to have you.
No.
They don't have to determine how many PTO days you got for you to have you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
come on now.
Take care of yourself. Yes, enjoy it.
I didn't work all week, and then I'm working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
All week, I edited content. That was my work.
Hey, that is work.
Yes.
It's the smile. It's the glow.
Y'all, look, no, for real.
And you're glowing.
Just coming from where we come from, I would never expect this to actually be my life. I've had a job since 17. Like,
that's crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
You know what? And also, you're the more like typical person to be like, I'm good for now. You're always saying like, relationship, no. This, no. Not right now for me. No, not. Like you're really big on that. I think it's just a good change for you. I could just see it, and it's crazy because I wanted to talk about being emotionally unavailable, and that's something that spoke to you, and
I put my crown on,
and your own self. But I know it would be something that is worth talking about, and I feel like for me, checking in real quick, I was in that space not feeling good, recently, but also just because I just need to unplug.
Yeah.
That's all. Because, you know, I'm usually like, okay, go get her. Let's do this work, whatever it is. Cute content and, you know, all that stuff. But I just needed to unplug. And I was like talking to you and I just went ahead and text you like, look, I don't got it in me. Just gone.
Text me.
Just text me. I just don't have it in me, you know.
Yeah.
And it had my social media on like a all-time low. I was responding to emails and messages late, and that's not like me. And I mean like extremely late, y'all. And that's just not even like me. So I was dragging. I don't know, but I want to speak to the fact of just being emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's deep. It's deep, and it's a hard thing to go through. I think because it like affects everyone around you.
It does.
It does. I feel like the thing that we have to learn when being emotionally unavailable, for one, is that being emotionally unavailable is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
We need the recharge, but we also have to remember to recharge.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we get in those spaces where we know I can't go out right now. I just need me time. But we don't get the me time. We just sit and we just sit. Sometimes you do need a rest, but sometimes you need to pour into yourself, pour back. And that's one place where I used to struggle, where I would know, okay, girl, you don't want to do whatever you're meant to do, or you don't want to see these people that you were set up to see. But when I have my me time, I don't do anything to recharge myself. So yeah, that's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, and I feel like what you spoke to is like overstimulation. Like when you're just overstimulated, we as people just get that. You know, that's when anxiety starts to set in and things like that. Like when you're overstimulated, and that triggers from anything. I feel like from my past, I was overstimulated so young. I say it all the time, like being outside so young or doing, you know, just doing whatever I wanted so early in life overstimulated me. Now my adulthood, I need to unplug. And like you said, it really is not a bad thing. I just need to breathe for a little while. And I think that's what kept me from, I can laugh about it and, you know, and talk to everybody about it, you know, because it wasn't a negative thing. I just needed to reset. That's really what it was.
I say, for me, mine is definitely, I'm thugging. You know, like, if you know me, you know I'm thugging. And when guys are interested in me, I explain to them, because I'm an open book to an extent, you know, but you know what you need to know to deal with me. I don't want to be with anybody. Like, I moved out of my sister's home at 17. Since 17, I have always had a man in my life. This is my first time I've had the opportunity to be alone. Like, I just want to be alone. Not that I don't enjoy someone's company from time to time, but like, I just want to be in my space. I'm learning myself. I'm loving myself. I'm dedicating my all into my future. I just don't want to be unfocused, and I just want to be alone. Like, I just want to be alone for a moment. You know, I don't want to stay here forever.
Yeah.
But I have some goals I want to knock off, and I don't want to dedicate myself to anyone in this time of my life. Yeah. I've always had someone. And I didn't even realize that till this guy from back at home, his name's Quentin, that he was like, yo, since we were kids, you've always had someone. I never thought about it until he said it, but I'm like, you're right.
Yeah.
And that thought, he told me that maybe a year ago, and that still comes to my head every single day. Yeah. You've always had somebody. I didn't know who I was until I was alone. Like,
I think everyone goes through that type of period. I think it's just what time it happens in your timeline. You know what I'm saying? Because we just we don't talk about it, right? We don't, it's all about like what's going on at the next person's house. Your neighbor probably went through that last week, you know, and we just don't, we as humans stay guarded and don't talk about it. But we all go through that moment where it's like, I'm fine. We're just being me. I would hope so. You know?
That's what I was going to say. I would hope so, because I think some people don't because of codependency.
Codependency. You know? Yeah.
That's what I preach. I preach that often, and a lot of people don't receive it when I say it, and it's because it comes off kind of abrasive. because I had to do it to be who I am today and to love who I am today.
Ooh.
I had to literally cut off everything that I, at that point in my time, loved. I loved makeup, and I was like, maybe this makeup is actually masking something that I need to work on in my life. Stop putting on makeup. Maybe, I ain't even gonna lie, have sex. I was celibate for 2 years because I was like, I feel like that's masking something else in my life that I need to work on. I was so codependent on these other things and people that I need to step back from them. Once I removed myself from these things that helped me cope with things in my life, I knew that I was going to find Romanesque, and that was going to be who I was supposed to be. And after I did that, I was like, oh, we are preaching this, honey. Everything that you loved and liked and enjoyed about life, leave it alone for about 3 months and see where you are.
Ooh.
Yeah. And see what happens. And everyone that I've told immediately was like, that sounds crazy. I'm not strong enough. No, girl, you're crazy as hell for that. But once they find it, or once they found it, they're like, I did this thing. I stopped doing this. And I'm like, girl, I told you that. I told you. Just leave it alone just for a minute. Because we use things to cope so often that we don't realize we're masking a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy, Romanesque, when I met you when you were going through this phase. Mm-hmm. And just like from the outside looking in, ma'am, it worked. You are not the person that I met. Like, and I'm saying that in the most beautiful way. Yeah. I've watched your life transform, the conversations that we've had, and just where you are now. When you literally took that time out to yourself, everything in your life changed. Everything that you said you wanted for yourself literally came to you. I watched it.
The universe is always listening, honey. The creator, whomever your higher being is, they are listening. They're just waiting for you to make that move so that you can become the bigger you. And I've seen that in your life as well. Once you finally realize, you know what? I don't need this stuff. You know what? I really do want to change. Girl, look at you now.
Okay, so walking forward in everyone's future, because I think your guys' stories are now beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting to the other side. So what's funny is we've been talking about religious bypassing in some of our past podcasts. Y'all got to go check that out. But I think in every religion, it says about their sacrifice. Like, you spoke to sacrifice. You spoke to, I had to give this up. I seen something negative that wasn't working for me. And I sacrificed it. And I think that is just like, it speaks to, like I said, everyone's religion, everyone's belief. That you have to surrender something to get to where you're going. I think that's like the most important part you just said. It's just, we're more alike as people than we would like to admit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It's really sad. Like I just pointed out about the religious thing. It's so many things that we're alike, but as humans, we focus on the negative part. Yeah. We all need to give up something negative in our lives to get to this beautiful moment, to the beautiful story, so we can just enjoy life after the struggle. We have to give up something to change. Would you guys agree?
Agreed.
I think it's like we say, you have to put in the work. We say that all the time. When we say you have to put in the work, this is what we're talking about. Yeah. Right. The work is this. The work is discipline. The work is noticing a problem and removing it. This is the work that we're saying you have to put in. Absolutely agree. 1,000%.
People don't realize, because again, people don't give you this part. They don't give you the steps to recovery. They just tell you, this is where you are. This is where you need to be. Get there. Well, how? Discipline.
Oh, that's good, because girl, social media always show you the beautiful side. Will always show you the cute clips to get, you know, they don't show the in between at all. When you're struggling, nose running, crying, ugly crying,
and can't get out the bed for days, depressed.
They not showing,
eat, know, like all of that. Like, if we're going to talk about it, that's the ugly truth. Yeah. Being stuck in the bed, not having enough motivation to get up and brush your teeth and shower. You have to literally drag your own self out and you're doing all of this to grow.
Yeah.
Like, this is a lonely, hard, cold process.
Mm-hmm.
Being emotionally unavailable is a part of this process. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
It is hard. It is lonely. It is sad. Sometimes you don't even feel loved by yourself. But once you get through it, the beauty.
Yep. And like Romanesque spoke to in the beginning, it's a lovely step. Sometimes it's just a step for some people. Being emotionally unavailable. It doesn't have to be a drag. Sometimes solitude is just necessary. It's necessary to have a beautiful story. And like you can have moments like Liz you just had with Romanesque telling her that I seen the beginning. I know where you're at now, baby girl. I seen the journey. And I think that is a big I can't speak for you, Romanesque. Like I would want you to speak to it, but I just think it was beautiful to be able to tell someone that and give someone that, like, I see you. I seen it.
Definitely. I specifically remember a time me telling Liz what she was going to have to do. And unfortunately, we were at work because that's like where we spent the bulk of our day. And Liz straight up told me, I'm not ready for that yet.
I'm weak.
So to see her, that's honestly why I got emotional, because I saw where she was, that she saw with me. I saw where she was, knew where she wanted to be, and I see her now. And I see that she's putting in the work, because a lot of people talk about putting in the work. And I told her, I was like, it's going to be ugly. You are going to be depressed. You are going to be sad. You are going to feel lonely. You are going to want to do everything in life to get back to where you were just to feel normal. But you don't need it, because that is the old person you're leaving and you're becoming a new person. And that new person doesn't need any of that. None of it.
That's good. Ooh, that's good.
And that's the crazy thing is, because Alexis is my little big cousin. You know what I mean? Like, for sure. But we have some of the same conversations, and Cuz was just like, you know, when you get ready, like, you're going to do it. You know, like, we done gave you the recipe, because when you're really ready, like, you're going to do it.
You're going to do it.
It was to the point where she's like, girl, I'm tired of you again. We talking about this again. Like, girl, get it together. You know what I mean? But I need people that are gonna, you know what I mean? Everyone needs those kind of people in their life. If your friends and the people you love can't talk to you in those type of ways, those aren't the people you need to be around.
Accountability partner. Everyone needs one. If you ain't got somebody that's gonna hold you accountable, or do you really have them as a friend? Because I desperately need for you to tell me when I'm not on my stuff. I need you to because I have people depending on me. I have responsibilities. I can't fall. And sometimes people are going to see it before you do. Mm-hmm. They're going to see your downfall, you know, ahead of you sometimes, because you're just running, and maybe somebody else sees something, you know, and you're going to have somebody that's going to hold you accountable and be honest. 100% honest. No matter sometimes how people going to take it, because we have conversations all the time where we're getting ready to do a podcast, getting ready to create content, and we're just having a conversation, and it's like, okay, cool. Now I got to understand it. Sometimes I got to ask the hard question. Sometimes I got to ask a question to understand where you're coming from, because it's over my head at this point. You know, like,
because y'all, me and Cuz had a conversation in Houston, and Cuz was like, help me understand, because I just
need to know. And then whatever you do after that.
But you had me a little worried. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it, because wait a minute, you're not making sense.
Yes. I just need to know.
You need those kind of people.
Yeah. But I think this conversation, y'all, I just be like, come on Sundays.
Yeah.
Come on Sundays. I can't wait to have conversation. But everyone at home, welcome in. We are Rain Check Podcast. We're checking in with you guys at home. Just having conversations like these about being emotionally unavailable. You guys, make sure you go and check out all the rest of our content. Y'all, we are season 2. Fire. Hitting every time. Okay? We're coming with new content. We were just talking before we got on here about how much new stuff we just have like in store, and we're coming in a different direction, y'all. Season 2 is going crazy. But I just hope you guys are enjoying at home and also checking in. So don't forget to check in the comments, like, share, subscribe.
And while you're liking, sharing, subscribing, go subscribe to that new page, Checking In.
There we go.
Y'all. Soon, all of our vlogs are moving over to that page.
Yep.
So you definitely don't want to miss those, because y'all, we be lit.
Yes. You will not be seeing no more vlogs. Like, we not playing. We've been saying this for a while. Y'all think we playing. You will not see vlogs on this podcast channel really soon. So serious. But now, y'all, we are checking out. I'm Alexis.
I'm Liz.
And I'm Romanesque.
And now we're checking out, y'all. Bye.